Hi, how's it going? I thought I'd do a quick update while I'm driving, as you do, which doesn't, now I come to think of it, doesn't really sound that safe, does it? Maybe I shouldn't do this. I guess it's just the same as talking to someone in the passenger seat. And I need to get around this corner. Hopefully not that distracting. So yeah, welcome to my April Patreon update. It's April. Can you believe it's April already? I've just crossed over white lines. Yeah, I can't believe it's April already. That's nuts. The year is flying, and I've just released April's free piece of music. I'm hoping you're digging it. The Backstage of Reality. It's a dark, synthy, dancey, industrially, I just want to say Lee again, track. So I hope you're digging that. I really like that track. I've been working on that for quite a while. It's kind of been knocking around for a while, and I keep putting a little bit more to it, and eventually I just thought I'd finish it off this month and get it out there to you. So I hope you're digging that. As usual, thanks for your support. I usually say that up front, do I? Or at the end? I can't remember. I don't know where I am. I'm lost. This is the video where, this is the last video you'll ever see, because I'm just lost in the middle of nowhere. It's clouded over here in the UK. It's been, the last couple of days have been really, really nice, and it's just coming up to the weekend when I'm recording this, and I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be great the weekend. I'm going to have a bit of time off and time in the garden with my family, but yeah, it's clouded over, which is so typical, which is good. So I've got quite a busy month this month. It's with music and with other events as well. Wife's birthday next week, so yeah, I've got to get organised for that. And then it's Easter then. Not that we're religious in any way whatsoever, but yeah, Easter. I love Easter eggs. Yes, so it's great. Sod religion. Give me chocolate eggs. Anyone out there who is religious? Do they know where Easter eggs come from? Where the reference to Easter eggs is in the Bible? I'm not really sure. I am taking the piss somewhat. Oh yeah, I can't wait to get Easter eggs. I just discovered today. By the way, just discovered that I've won in some charity raffle. I bought some tickets supporting breast cancer charity, and I've ended up winning, well, basically it said Easter egg and then a hotel chocolate Easter egg, so 2 Easter eggs and a box of Maltesers. So I'm quite made. I haven't got them yet. They need to be sent to me, so I'm quite excited about that, which is good. I like to do a bit for charity, and it's great when you actually win. How cool is that? So yeah. I'm rambling now. So yeah, wife's birthday next week. Charity the weekend after. Charity? Oh my god! I can't do 2 days. Turns out I can't drive. Easter the week after. Rambling. Anyway, let's get back to the music. Hope you like that track. I am working on lots more music for Patreon. I have quite a few things on the go, and as well as music, I'm working on I'm working on 3 music videos, and they hopefully should be out. Well, one of them should be out this month. I'm hoping April. I hate cyclists. I heard my throat shouting. Sorry to all you cyclists out there, but you are a pain in the butt. Right, let me get around this roundabout. Oh, come on. So I'm working on 3 music videos. This is a really rambly update. I think I'm just going to keep talking until I get home. Maybe edit this down. No, I'm not editing it down. So the 3 music videos I'm working on. As you might know, or you might not know, I gave some Patreon music to a podcast all about Atari called Into the Vertical Blank. In fact, one of the tracks I released the other month through my Patreon campaign was in fact called Into the Vertical Blank, because it was inspired by Atari and it was inspired by this podcast, so it inspired me to go and write something. So that piece of music's being used on the podcast at the moment. Check it out, Into the Vertical Blank, and I just sent them a couple of other tracks as well. And I thought what would be cool for a music video, although it's only very, very early stage of creating this video, I thought, you know what would be great? A music video for Into the Vertical Blank, the track, and it's got loads of old Atari 8-bit. I've just seen Birkenhead Tunnel closed. Police incident. Oh, hold on. Birkenhead Tunnel. Just thinking, I'm going to Liverpool tomorrow. I need to go through there. Hopefully, it's open tomorrow. I thought, Into the Vertical Blank, the track, it could have. I'm so distracted today. Have you noticed this? I'm tired. I need to chill tonight. I could have a music video to this track, and it would be all old footage of Atari computer adverts. Atari 400, Atari 800E, Atari 130XE, 65XE, all them. All 8-bit. So I'm kind of very early stage of creating that. So that's one video. Another video I'm working on is for the Patreon track Lament, which hopefully you've listened to if you're supporting me. I can't remember if it's out publicly now. I can't quite remember. Our traffic lights around here is ridiculous. Oh jeez, come on, foot down, get through here. Yeah, that was amber, honestly. So Lament. So I decided to do, I might have talked about this on my last update, I can't remember, because I was working on it then, but I've nearly finished it. And what it is, there it is, Birkenhead Tunnel closed, police incident. This time that sign's flashing. The other one wasn't flashing, this one's flashing. It's getting more and more urgent. So this music video for Lament is footage, mostly drone footage, of the abandoned I was going to say warehouse. Gee, I told you I'm distracted. The abandoned lighthouse, which fascinates me, in a beach off the coast of North Wales, just not far away from where I live, although I live in England, not North Wales, but I'm quite close to the border, Talaka Beach. So it's footage of that, really. It's breathtaking footage. That's some great drone pilots, photographers, videographer, I don't know what you call them, letting me use. So I'm kind of made up with that. So hopefully that should be out soon. I'm hoping that's going to be the first track that's out, the first video that's out. So this is probably the most rambly video update I've ever done. So maybe that one, Lament, might be the first one that comes out. And then the third music video that I'm working on, which is, this one is also nearing completion, is like, I wanted to do like an art piece video, something a bit arty, and I had this idea in my head, and I don't really want to, I won't tell you what it is just yet until it's actually out, but let me get out here, it features several pieces of Patreon music, free Patreon music, and I'm kind of really liking it, and it's kind of like really weird but simple in a way. I just wanted to see how it works. It's worked really well. Do you like? Check this out. I love this bridge. It's great. So I'll tell you what it's called. It's called Behind Glass Walls. That's the name of the music video, or even, I guess you could call it a short film, although it's very simple and minimalist, and it features 3 different pieces of Patreon music. So I'm kind of really looking forward to putting that one out. That's probably going to be next month, actually. I think, maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how much work I get done over the weekend and next week. Although wife's birthday next week, I can't see me getting much work done. got to get my act together for that. So that's going to be good. So that's April. What else have I been working on in April? We might as well update and talk about some other things. What have I? Oh, right. Yeah, I've been working on some new music for the KX games, video games, mobile games. So on the iTunes store, we now have 3 games available for the iPhone stroke iPad. So we've got KX Invaders, Space Invaders game. We've got the Frogger game, which is called Frog Escape, and more recently Jetpack Fighter, which is an awesome shoot 'em up, all featuring my original music. I've been contracted to write for KX. I work for KX Games. Contracted, that sounds real formal. I'm part of KX Games, so there's just a small group of us. It's a Chinese video game company. Let me tell you, I don't know if I told this story last year when I wrote. Well, before I wrote the first soundtrack for a KX Games video game, KX Games got in touch with me. Stu got in touch with me, and initially I thought he was Chinese because we did it all initially through email, and he lives in China, so I'm thinking, Chinese guy, it's called Stu, that's fine. We started talking, and he wanted music, and he's showed me some examples of what he's working on, and I was into it, and he was into my music, and I started working on the music, and he just happened to watch some of my YouTube videos, and he was like, "Oh, whereabouts are you from? Let me guess where you're from. You're from the northwest of England, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah," and I mean, incorrectly, he said, "Are you from Crewe," which is in Cheshire, which is not far away, which is from me. And I was like, "Oh, no, I'm actually from the Wirral, from Bromborough." And he's like, "No way, I'm actually from..." Now, bear in mind, he's in China, and up to this point, I thought he was some Chinese dude I was working with. This is the power of the internet. And he said, "Oh, no way, I was born in Ellesmere Port," which is like sort of 8 miles away from my house, and I know Ellesmere Port, I've got friends there. I was born quite close to that. I was like, "No way, what are you doing there?" So he turns out he lives in China now, and he's from Ellesmere Port, which is mad. So yeah, shout out to Stu. I'm just rambling. Sorry, Stu. I'm just telling everyone behind the scenes stuff, which is fun. But that's KX Games. So we've got some like real good stuff coming up as well. So we got 3 games out on the on iOS devices. So check them out on the Apple Store. We've got some on Google Play, and we've got more new ones. We're working on two new ones. We've got more ideas though. We keep throwing ideas backwards and forwards, and because we're basically me, Stu, and the artists. Well, we're all into retro games, pixel art, 8-bit, golden age of gaming. So we've got loads of ideas. So that links back to Atari, I guess, because we've been kind of revisiting some old Atari games on the Atari 2600 and the Atari computers as well. So I'm rambling now. I just want company while I'm driving home. Do you mind keeping me company until I get home? I've got another 15 minutes before I get home. So, oh, by the way, let's while I'm rambling, you know what? I haven't talked to many people today. I've been quite busy, and it's just been like head down and not a lot of talking. Here's a bit of a mad thing. I'm just driving from Warrington, if you're wondering, to the Wirral. So I'm coming up to... Jeez, I'm just thinking, it's so hot in here. My heating's right up. I'm just coming up to the M56 motorway where I can see it's a bit slow. It's a pain in the bum. But there's a stretch, right, of the M56 motorway, which is a total black spot. And I don't know why, total black spot for accidents. And it's weird because there's 3 lanes right through. It doesn't go down to 2 lanes. There's no bends, there's no hills, there's no sort of sun in your eyes, there's nothing like that. But the amount of accidents I've actually seen there, because there's something like, was it about 10 years ago? I'm going to say 10, it's probably more than 10 years ago actually now. Probably over 10 years ago, I had an accident there where I was driving along one morning. Everyone slammed on, I slammed on, stopped, and the white van behind me continued going and hit me, pushed my car into the car in front, and pushed it into the car in front of that. So it was an absolute disaster. And since then, maybe 11, 12 years ago, and I'm not exaggerating now, I mean, this is so approximate, I've probably seen 20, 30 accidents in that exact place. And yesterday I drove past, there was another accident there yesterday. So this is the M56 just by the Runcorn turnoff. If anyone, yeah, it's weird, there's always accidents here. Oh, sorry, I'll just burp while I'm doing this update. So there we go, and the queuing now. It's 3:50. It's just come up to 4 o'clock, 3:54, and the queuing. Why they queue? Don't say. It's probably another accident as well today, which is ridiculous. So let's keep driving. So yeah, that's what's going on. Busy month, lots of fun things going on. I've got an even busier month. And let me tell you about next month. I've got an even busier month, right? Because both my kids, my son and my daughter, it's their birthday next month. Oh, what a nightmare getting on this motorway. So yeah, so just feel sorry for me, because this month, oh come on mate, you can let me over, you big bastard truck. I'm quite calm when I drive. I don't really have a lot of road rage. I drive quite a bit, so it's kind of like, nah, whatever. So yeah, it's my daughter and my son birthdays next month, within 10 days of each other. So it's kind of like, oh, it's an expensive time of year. But then after that, I'm thinking, it's going to be all right. It's going to be all right after that. It's going to be fine. So it's all good fun though. I kind of like birthdays. We go a bit overboard. And obviously, as I was saying about Easter, we love Easter. We let the kids decorate the house for Easter. So we have like little Easter chicks and Easter eggs all over our house at the moment, which is ridiculous. I even found one in the music studio, a little fluffy sort of, obviously not a real chick. That'd be hilarious, that, wouldn't it? So but yeah, anyway, so that's going to be a busy month next month. But I've actually already been working on a couple of, well, to be honest, I'm working on a ton of music at the moment for Patreon. So I've got a lot of stuff lined up, a lot of good ideas, a lot of tracks that are sort of partially developed, which I just need to work on a bit more. But I've got lots of fun stuff anyway, so I don't want to let you go. I'm just going to make a massive long video. It's me being lonely in a car. Lonely. I will go in a minute actually. So driving past a part of light now. There's a wind farm over there. What the hell did Trump say about wind farms or windmills or something? I don't know. What a dick. So what else should we talk about? I don't know. Let's talk about Brexit. No, fuck that shit. That's a load of crap. I've actually, like, you know what? I am so not arsed either way with Brexit. Never was when we got the vote, and now I'm even less bothered. It's just awful. So it's horrendous. But never mind. It's keep smiling, carry on, and don't worry about it. So. And now I've got a cold now. I've turned the heating down too much. I put a post out the other day. My heating in the car, it has halves, so I've just set it on 20, but you can set it on 20.5 if you want. And I put a post out the other day. It just quite a few people replying. It's like, what do you set your stereo to? If it's like digital sort of volume, and what do you set your heating to? Do you set them to full numbers, odd, even? I always do them to even. I can't stand leaving stuff on odd. I don't like odd numbers. Odd numbers scare me. So this is a real. I'm sure I've got other things to talk about. I really think I've got other things to talk about, but I can't remember what. Oh yeah, I know I've got more stuff to talk about. I've just remembered. I've got an idea for 2 future albums, which I've kind of like mapped out and stuff like that. I don't know if I should tell you. I can tell you them here. No one's going to rip me off. Probably, there's like you won't be able to see this, but there's like loads of like wind turbines all just turning. There's just these giants sitting there. You can see the pylons. So there's another pylon. Check this pylon out. I think they're just amazing. You know, people think they're just ugly. I just love these structures. Get back to the albums in a minute. Check it out. Here we go. Wow. So good. So good. Right, so got ideas for 2 albums. Because what I realised early this week, I was like, you know what, I've been so focused on video games, so focused on Patreon, which is all great. I've also been focused on and getting exclusive content for sync companies as well, which is fine. But what I was kind of missing over the last few months, maybe 6 months actually, I was like, you know what, I need to turn my attention to a new album or 2 new albums. So they're actually cutting the grass on the side of the motorway here. Oh jeez, I wouldn't like that job with trucks. Like that was did you hear that? So I thought I've got ideas for 2 different albums, and I thought I need to kind of get it all down in writing with ideas, track titles and stuff like that. So one of them is, if you know I'm a geek, I've already talked to Atari. Well, one of my albums, if you haven't already checked it out, check it out. It's called Memories of Infocom, and it's a full album inspired by interactive fiction of Infocom from the 80s and creeping into the 90s as well, but mainly 80s, probably like 70s, 80s. So it's 12 tracks inspired by 12 different interactive fiction games. And if you're wondering what interactive fiction is, it's text adventure games where you can type it. It's like being in a novel basically, where you can control the character. It's all text. You can type in English, full English sentences. Was it ever converted into any other language? I'm not sure. And I just love those games, and I do collect them, although the price of them recently have gone up so much that I can't complete my collection, because they're probably over about 100 quid a piece at the moment. But I've probably got about 12 of them. I've probably got like another 20 to collect. So I thought, I've released a few years back, I released Memories of Infocom. Why don't I do a volume 2? Because there's more Infocom games that I love. So I started getting together. I haven't done any music for this yet, but I started getting together a list of Infocom games that I haven't written music for, I haven't been inspired to write music for. So I'm going to start doing that very, very soon. It's going to be volume 2, Memories of Infocom, or maybe more Memories of Infocom, or something along those lines. The Return of the Son of the whatever of Memories of Infocom. So I did a list of another 12 Infocom games that I'm going to write music to. And top of the list, because I can't believe I haven't wrote a sleazy piece of music for this in volume 1, is Leather Goddesses of Phobos. And I'm gonna start writing that probably next week actually, because I've got all these ideas of sleazy music basically. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna work on that. I'm kind of excited about that. And if for those who've actually played Leather Goddesses of Phobos, that is one of the games I've got, one of the original Infocom games that I've got, and it's still just about holding in there. You get all these feelies if you don't know, and one of the feelies in Leather Goddesses of Phobos is a scratch and sniff card with a whole load of little sort of circles which are all numbered, and while you're playing the game, it's like you're hiding in a closet. Scratch and sniff number 1. So you scratch and sniff number 1. Oh, it's mothballs, and then later on I think you find chocolate, or is it hot chocolate and chocolate? Scratch and sniff, you can smell the chocolate. I say it's holding on in there. I haven't tried it over the last couple of years. Maybe it's totally gone, the sense maybe totally gone, but such a great game. Anyway, that's the top of the list. Other ones on the list is Station 4. I did a track for Planetfall on the first album, so it's only fair that I do Station 4. And what else? Witness and Suspect. I might be doing both of them or just one of them, I can't remember. I should really have the list here, but this is my just so far 20 odd minute ramble. So that's one of the albums I'm going to be working on over the next few months. And the other album, and it's one of them where I keep doing little bits and pieces and not really nothing down. Yeah, way to cut me up, you prick. Sorry, there's me road rage. I have got road rage. So the other thing is The other album is, I thought, and I've had this in my head for a while. I haven't really planned it out. I just started writing some pieces of music just to see how it went, and I've got a few pieces started, but I thought what would be really cool if I wrote an album. I'm distracted again. I wrote an album inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, and instead of actual singy songs, instrumental pieces of music or whatever, I wanted to make soundscapes. And by soundscapes, I'm talking like 8 to 10 minute long piece of music full of emotion, dread, and really try to pick what I haven't actually decided on yet. Do I pick a creature, a Lovecraftian creature, for each piece and base the soundscape on them, or do I pick a story? Let's get on this motorway. M53 now, going past Cheshire Oaks in a minute. Designer Outlet Village, which is on my doorstep, which I hate. It just gets crowded and the shops are crap. So this is a real ranty update, isn't it? No one will probably tune into this update ever again. So the album is going to consist of 8 to 10 minute soundscapes, probably 10 of them, and it's just going to be this just mad album of dark Lovecraftian emotion. So that's what I'm thinking as well. So I've kind of mapped that out a little bit. Need to do a bit more work on that before I carry on with the music. But I have started writing quite a few bits, and it's just going to be weird. And it's going to be one of them things which is I'm going to get out there, and it'll be great for like filmmakers to use, really. So it'll be something good, different soundscapes. Think, I don't know, David Lynch movies, uneasy industrial ambience, and I don't know. I obviously need to do more work on it, but we're going past industrial park Melsby Port now. You can't really see. You can see trees, but you can't really see much, can you? So can't believe those houses or those apartments went up so quick over there just after Designer Outlet Village. It's mad. I'm going to give you a tour of the Wirral. Well, we're nearly on the Wirral. I love the Wirral. It's a nice place to live. It is nice. Lots of places. So anyway, yeah, I've got those 2 albums in mind, and I'm going to be working on those over the coming months, really. See what happens with other work. Oh God, you know what? There is more stuff. In fact, my mate Alan's going to kill me. Yeah. There's a short film that you'll find on my website called A Dog Walker's Nightmare by a photographer friend of mine called Alan Donahue. He's done a few short movies, and he's a great photographer, great filmmaker. And The Dog Walker's Nightmare is this short and sweet short film, and it stars Joanne Sartorius, who is in fact my cousin. So we're keeping it in the family with this one. So I wrote the music for that. So check my website out, TonyLongworth.com. So if you check that out, that's pretty cool. Probably doing some more stuff, Alan, in the future. I was going to say the albums are all dependent on what other work I'm going to get in. Here's another bad junction. For God's sake. God, just get over. So that was a fun thing I did over the last month as well, and then we'll see what other work's coming in for my video game buddy, our little company that we have. So I'm going to be, in fact, it might not be the next game actually. I think we've got another game before it, but the big game we're going to be bringing out is something called Dino Escape. That's what we're calling it at the moment. I wonder if I'm allowed to talk about this. Maybe not. Oh, my nose is itchy. Sorry, I'm not picking my nose, it's scratching up. I'm gonna have an argument, probably a bit of road rage in a minute. Yeah, Dino Escape, and I've seen, in fact, some of the artwork's out there already. Actually, I'm sorry, I went through my nose. Oh, it's really irritating me. Oh, got hay fever. Allergies for you American buddies out there. I don't think the American people call it hay fever. Leave comments below this video, please tell me. I could just Google it, couldn't I, really? So, yeah, Dino Escape. It's going to be called Dino. It's seriously going to be cute and fun and really good. So, I haven't started writing music for that yet because we're pretty far off from a programming point of view. The art's coming together, but I'll be on board soon writing the music for that. I'm sure there's loads of other stuff I've been working on. I've been busy, I can't even remember now. So, what else is there? It's gone a bit cloudy. Have you noticed that? It's gone cloudier out. I don't know. Shall I tell you a joke? No, I can't remember a lot of jokes, you know. I'm really poor with jokes. Like, duh, joke. I hate the way the motorway. M53, yo, highways agency or whoever the hell does it, get your arse in gear and get the M53 sorted, because depending on what time you actually get here, you can really get stuck in traffic because it's like a bottleneck. M53, it's 2 lanes. It eventually goes into 3, but it's a real bottleneck. There's just too many cars, too little road. This is junction 6 on the M53. Get it sorted. I'm putting the world to rights here, aren't I? Should talk about Trump next. What an arsehole. It's funny, you know, there's a video a few years ago. I saw the band Green Day in Manchester, and I'm not one of these people who film entire chunks of concerts. Now and again I'll just sort of video a small section. I just caught the break then, did you see that? And I just happened to catch this part where Billy Joe Armstrong was ranting about Trump, saying he's not my fucking president. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to put that on my YouTube channel. And I've got a music video on there which, how many views has it got? Which had 30,000 views, maybe more, probably 40,000 now. I put a how-to video up there, which is, you can still see it. There was a glitch on the PS4 where you couldn't upload YouTube videos from your games, your video grabs from your games, and I had a solution to it. I put that up. That had that's got 50-odd thousand, maybe near 60-odd thousand views. And then I put this Green Day one up there, which beat both of those videos and has got a ridiculous amount of views. And every week I get a handful of comments either saying, you know, Trump is the best, Trump is the president, all that shit, or yeah, totally agree, go Billy. It's quite funny. It's like, you can see people are still so divided. It's I hate politics. I don't even want to ramble on about politics. It's just run by a load of greedy, fat, white men. But there we go. That's my view on it, really. Which is good. Right, we're nearly home. Do you want to, when we get home, should we go into my house and we'll carry on videoing and just do like a 24-hour video? That'll be quite good. I might do that. In fact, I was thinking of doing that one day. I was going to do a day in the studio and do a live video, or I was going to do time-lapse video in the studio. So when I had a serious amount to do one day, when I was going to be really stressed out, I was like, let's just do a time-lapse. This could be funny. On the other hand, it might be absolutely disturbing when you actually see me sort of have a complete breakdown and start crying. Time-lapse for me crying, so it wouldn't be quite as awkward, which is funny. Right, we just come on to the A41. A41. This road is a Roman road, and it runs right from the Wirral, up here in the northwest of England, right down, all the way down to London. Bet you didn't know that. You might have known that. Fascinating. Going past Starbucks. Hi Starbucks. I haven't been to Starbucks for a while. I like Starbucks. Starbucks is good. You do realise now that I've actually talked so much on it. I hate these bumps in the road. You can't avoid them. You ready? Come Come on, highways agency, get your arse in gear. Speed camera. Doing the speed limit. I do the speed limit. There's no point speeding. You use more fuel anyway, so it's like, let's just keep it steady, do the speed limit. It's all fine. Yeah, I'll probably get home because I talked so much on this little journey. I get home and I won't want to talk to my family. I'll just ignore them. I'll be like, nah, nah. And then just go to sleep. So, God, I hate the way everyone stands up. I'm just going to moan about driving. I actually do like driving. You notice how green the Wirral is? Look at that. Look out the window. See how green it is. It's lovely, isn't it? It's a lovely place to live. Come and visit. Welcome to the Wirral Tourist Board. It's not the Wirral Tourist Board, is it? It's fine. It's a fine place. It's lovely. I love it. So, going past my favourite Indian takeaway called the Jamdane. Hi, Jamdane. The art of Indian cuisine. It's lovely there. I really like it. I wonder if I can get a discount because I've done a little advert here. There's a friend of ours, Tracy. Hi, Tracy. It's I don't think she recognised me because I got a different car, but she did. She did wave. Oh, come on. So, what was I rambling on about? I don't know. I should have. 36 minutes. I should have well ended this ages ago, shouldn't I? It's terrible, isn't it? I just like rambling. Oh, see if you can check this tree out now at my window. Keep watching. Yeah, blossom. It's that time of year when all the blossoms are coming out. It's lovely. I like it. As I mentioned before, hay fever's rank, but blossoms are nice. So let's get over. Right. Yeah. Sorry. I'm just cutting someone off. Road rage. There's a lot of road rage here in the UK with such bad, angry drivers. Was there a movie called Drive Angry? Is that a Nicolas Cage movie? Oh, the daffodils are dying off. I'm sure no one's watching this update now. I'm sure everyone's just like tuned out. Oh, there's my neighbour walking his dog, Harry. The dog's called Harry, they're not the neighbour. Hi, Harry. Say hi, Harry. I live around the... Oh, I've just realised I should have gone the other way. There was roadworks up here. So, keep going. There's my son's preschool, although they're off on a holiday this week. Oh, Jesus Christ. Check this out if you can see it in a minute. Oh, this is a bit of a nightmare. Oh, don't go, you arse. Oh. Look, check this out. There's a guy digging or dropping off a load of soil. Oh, big truck. It's, I've got to let that guy out. Oh, the roadworks have gone. Great, the roadworks are gone. Should we put the indicator on just to bug you? Oh no, you can't see it. There's a house just here. It's got like quite a fairly new car up the drive, but the house is the pits. So you can see it when I drive past it. Here we go. You ready? Slowly. Keep watching. Well, you might not be able to see it actually. There you go. I don't know, you might not be able to see that. Windows are just like wooden window frames which are rotting. They've got these makeshift curtains up, but they've got brand new. In fact, was it an Audi? I think it was an Audi up the drive. Looks like a fairly brand new Audi, all dead shiny, not even dirty. Up the drive. It's like, what the? Get your house in order. So we're nearly home. Sorry, you don't live with me. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna sign off in a sec. As soon as I pull up the drive, I'm gonna sign off. So they're building some new houses across the road from us. 6 houses. Causing loads of trouble. Just the amount of builders. Just there, look, just there behind me. You can see them. I mean, you probably can't see them. More blossoms. Right, thanks for supporting me. I'm definitely going to end it now. I better go in and go and see my family. So thanks for supporting me. And there's plenty more music and fun on the way. And I hope I have not bored you to death. We are home. There we go. I'm going to take my seatbelt off. See you soon. Take it easy.